All right, hello. We are going to go through the TCP and UDP projects. I'm going to get right into it because it's a lot of content and little time. So, I already got my server running. This is the TCP one. I'm going to do something funny with the client. So, we got this host here with a bunch of gibberish, and then we got the port again with a bunch of gibberish. And let's just see if we can patch it and keep this program working. So we started up, we're just waiting. All right, so you can see couldn't find that host, so we redirected to localhost and the client attached to localhost at port 8080. So even though we had those weird parameters, we caught ourselves, and here we are. So the server has now asked us for our name. So we'll give that. Now it's asking us to start a new game, look at the leaderboard, or quit. So let's look at the leaderboard. And the leaderboard is empty. Let's typo in here. So we have an unknown action. Let's put start with the quotation marks. It tells us to remove the quotation marks. Okay, so start. We'll just start a game now. So now we got these pictures, and over here, Jack Sparrow is the answer. We're just gonna get them all right off the bat here. See if we can win. All right, we won. Very cool. So now we want to enter our name again, and we'll say, let's look at the leaderboard. Okay, and there we are. We're on the leaderboard. Let's start another game. Let's say I don't know any of these answers, so we'll go to more, 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 oh, more. No more unique quotes by this character, so now we're stuck on here. We can actually hit next. Moving on to the next character, we got the 2-point deduction. Let's just keep hitting next, basically. See how far we can go. Let's see if the timer doesn't run out. Can I do it? Alright, let's see. Alright, there's no more characters, so the game's over. We couldn't guess anything. We didn't know. Let's start another one. So let's get this one right. So we got 5 points for that. Let's say we don't know this, so we'll go on to more. Don't know this, more. We know this. And we got 3 points for that. We went from 5 to 8. Let's say, okay, we'll go to next, and we get that 2-point deduction again. We get 6. Let's just do something totally incorrect. It tells us we're incorrect and lets us try again. I'll wait the timer out, I guess. Oh, there it is. The timer is out. All right, time's up. Game over. So that's that. And then let's just hit quit. What's that say? Unknown action. I must have typed it wrong. There we go. All right, so that quits. Client disconnected. Closing socket. All right, we'll go into the UDP. Oh wait, let me first stop that server. Start the server here. This is in UDP. All right, so we're asked to send our name, so we'll send it. Would you like a picture? Yes. Hello there. We got a picture. That's basically what that does. You send some stuff back and forth, and then you get the picture. Take a look at some of the code real quick. So in here, this is the TCP, and basically we have some methods like display leaderboard, leader sort to sort them and make sure they're in the lead. The list files, I read in all the images and then I put the characters in a hash table and I put the images in an array so they can be indexed through, and then the characters can be easily picked out so you can get the answer for the server. Next we have all our JSON builders right here, starting here. So we have initialize, which is basically you initialize the conversation, you send the first message over. Then next we have the greeting. After that we have image, so you can send the image over, and this is just all the JSONs that are sent over. For our main, we just basically get the listen for that. We get the connection set up, and then we start sending all these messages back and forth. And then right around here, we're listening for action. So that's going to be start, which is now this is the start of the game. This is where the whole game takes place. You can see we have our next, some errors. Yeah, and then, so this is all the game. And then after the game, this is the next action you can get is leader, which displays the leaderboard. And then you also have quit, which gets us out of there. Yeah, so we'll go into client and look at a little bit of that. Again, we have like all our JSONs right here. We have name, action, and answer. And then the reader this is the listener. So up here it's listening for everything. You can see when yeah, so and then when you click the button, You click the button, it's gonna get everything from the text box and pull it in to a message and then send it to the server. And then you can see right here, like when you get that disconnecting message, that's when we disconnect the call. We go into network utils. Basically, it's just how to get the JSON into bytes and out of bytes, really. So you're sending that output stream. You're sending with the output stream in bytes. And then when you're reading it in, you read it through the input stream. And you basically get it from with JSON utils. It's going to have that from byte array. So it's going to take it from the byte array back into a JSON object, and then 2-byte array is going to take it to the byte array, basically the string, or not string, it's just byte array. It's going to put it in a byte array, and then this is going to take it out of the byte array and back to the JSON. Same thing for UDP really quick. Basically, very similar. You have your JSON structures and whatnot. Main difference here is how we're setting up the connection. So, where is the magnet? Right here. So you can see, instead of having that socket server, we actually just have a datagram socket. And that's basically how we get that connectionless connectionless transfer. We don't have that session going on. We're just basically sending stuff through a port, in and out of a port. So you can see we're reading something in right here from the client. So you got the receive datagram. Then you're getting it into a JSON object, and then you're sending it back basically from which it came here. Yeah, so that is the TCP and UDP. Thank you very much.